I'm Diamond.
And I'm Letitia, and this is episode 4 of In the Know.
Okay, so the topic of today is like not taking things personally. When you stop taking things personally, that's like the most emotional, intelligent thing that you can do.
Really?
Yeah. Like, because I feel like that's like the number one thing that like is kind of people's downfall. They care too much about what people have to say.
Yeah.
So like I was just looking at a book. You can show them the book or whatever because they might need to read this.
Yes, so this is the book we're reading. Well, it's been read, but
yeah, and they have a specific chapter about not taking things personally, and they was talking about like if you seen somebody on the street and they said like you're stupid and you take it personally, deep down you believe that that's true. Yeah. So then it becomes like it's like once you believe it, it's like a poison.
It's a belief that you have.
So do you feel like it was ever a time where you was like that, like always took things personally or like cared about what people had to say? And how did you get out of it if you was?
No, I don't really care what people have to say, but I take stuff personal. Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Don't. It's just certain things I don't feel like I don't even look like for you to be trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even look like that. So like don't even
I definitely
play with me.
I feel like I definitely take a lot of things personal, but I be having to remember, and especially recently, like just because somebody's having a messed up day or they might not be in the best space, why would I let that affect me and how I am?
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's personal. They're not specifically being mean to me. They just aren't having the best day. And I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of selfish to think everything is like about you. Like just because somebody had an attitude today, you're slamming doors down and you're getting an attitude. And it's like, you literally didn't have to do that. Because the person is just going through something in that specific moment.
Yeah, I don't think you have to take stuff personal.
I don't think
like I don't think it's necessary to take it personal. Only for the simple fact that, like, I don't know. I just learned that people be projecting. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I really got the idea, and it's so crazy that I have to go through relationship stuff to get the idea of don't take things personal. But I really went through a relationship situation, read the book, realized the whole relationship was not my fault. Like, cause I'm like, I took things so personally. Like, I like took if something didn't work out, like a slight, like you hate me or like you don't like me. And I really feel like I really did the most. I did the fucking most, like, cause I did take it. And I think when you just like people, you respect their opinion. So like you can kind of fall into that like people pleasing type of feeling or relationship because you want them to like you. So you'll start doing shit that's not even you. Like because you don't want somebody to like judge you or like think you're a weirdo or something like that. That's it's like what the I'm feeling like that because I'm judging myself before I give people a chance to. So it's like when you take things personal, you start doing that. Like you're judging yourself.
Yeah, I feel like you become too reliant on external
validation
when you take things personally. Like you don't trust yourself enough. Yeah. So you have to listen to what other people have to say about you.
Yeah,
once you believe it, it's hard to get out.
Yeah, I've definitely had to come to like a solid foundation of like it's nothing that somebody can tell me about myself. I think that's like the best quality to have, and that's why I said I think that's like kind of like one of the highest levels of emotional maturity or emotional intelligence, because it's just like once you realize that you can just uncrack everything. Like you understand life in a whole different lens once you can realize that, like, okay, don't take things personally. You look at life a whole different way. And we're not saying let people treat you any type of way. Of course, use your discernment, but a lot of things just aren't about you. Yeah, and I think it's just about realizing that like everything is like that. Like, so for instance, when we say don't take things personal, we mean don't take it to heart. So like for instance, like, and I know this is easier said than done, but this is just the best example that I can give you. Right? Thinking about say a person cheating on you, right? A person cheating on you can break your heart to the core. Like, it can really break you down. But that's because you take it personal. That's because you feel as though this is my person and everything they do is for me. You feel like anything they do that's not in the best interest of you is going to break your heart. So when you go through a heartbreak, I don't think you should look at it as they're trying to hurt me. They're fucked up. Yeah. They're fucked up in the inside that they had to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you shouldn't feel bad about that. Don't take it personally. Take that shit on the chin and continue to move on gracefully. Not to say that you have to take what they're doing to you, but just the mindset that you have to have when encountering situations that hurt your feelings so much. You got to realize, like, why is it hurting my feelings so much? Because I take this person so personal. I take everything they do, every action that they take so personal. It's like, if you do something that I feel is against me, you hate me. Yeah. But the whole time, it's not even like that. They could just be living their life. Like, their life don't have to revolve around you 24/7. But because I take it so personal and I take it so serious, it feels like it has to revolve around me. Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to talk about with relationships. So you start blaming yourself and asking, like, well, what did I do? Or what could I have done better? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing you can do. Change that would have made the situation different.
No way you could have looked.
There's nothing you could have did. It's no way you could have looked. No amount of meals you could have cooked. No amount of times.
No amount of working out. And like it's no amount. And this is with anything. This is not just with relationships. With anything. If it didn't work out, there's no amount of doing right that could have made it go right.
And that's why you do things for yourself.
Yeah, don't do it for another person.
Don't do it for other people, because that's when you really start taking things personally. When you start intentionally doing stuff for people to like you, for people to want you, when they don't work, that, like, I feel like that crushes your self-esteem. Like, I done did all this and they still, but that's why you do it for yourself.
Yeah, because, like, for instance, think about humanitarians. I do that because it's like, is a humanitarian all around? No, you're not. But you could be a humanitarian, but humanitarians, they don't do it for, like, oh, well, I don't know what they do it for, but I would assume the definition of a humanitarian. You don't do it for what people can give back to you, because you're in a position to give. So you don't do it for what somebody can give back to you. You just do it because you can give. That's why you should do it. Don't do it because if I do this, I'm gonna be able to ask for a favor later. Yeah. Bro, you about to set yourself up for a world of trouble, because it don't work like that. People don't work like that, like, at all. Like, you might think in the world of sliminess that that's how the world works, but that's only in certain environments. It's not like that everywhere. You might give a favor to somebody, they might not give it to you back, because they gonna be like, I don't know you, I don't know who you are. But when people are like slimy, they might accept favors because they know, all right, if I accept this favor, I could get around it. I might not have to, you know. They can talk it down, negotiate.
Yep, and I feel like
over here.
Not only are you giving other people grace when you don't take things personally, I feel like you're giving yourself grace.
You giving yourself
unnecessary drama, the pain, the hurt, like.
And people always ask, like, why you don't crash out, why you don't. It's unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary.
It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of, like, energy that I could be putting into myself to make myself better. I'm putting all this energy into you and you're feeding off of it. And I'm drained here with nothing left because I done gave you all my energy for what? Negativity? When that should all be transmuted into positive energy. I shouldn't be feeling negative. Because how am I going to be my best self if I feel bad about something or I feel negative about something? And even crashing out. There's levels to crashing out. Because you can do a polite crash out. Oh, I don't like how you did this. I don't think we're going to work out.
Yeah.
Done. That's a crash out. That's a crash out to me because I don't have time. You playing right now.
I think that's so important. Like, just moving gracefully. Okay, you did this. All right, I'm not going to take it personal, but I'm also not going to let it, like, I don't know, like, define
who I am.
Who I am, yeah. Like, even, like, cheaters or whatever. If you want to be a cheater or whatever, it's like the only thing that I can do for myself is just accept it. Not try to change it, not try to change myself, but just to accept that fact. And if you decide to stay with the person and that's what you decide to do, but just know going into it what's to expect, like, you know. And if you don't decide to, then don't, and you put that energy into yourself and you focus on yourself
become better.
And you just move on.
Yes.
I think personally is people's biggest downfall.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I always see that. And anytime somebody come to me with a problem, I be like, bro, why do you care? Like, why do you care? Like,
having that mindset now, I be so like, I forget a world where I used to care.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, why? Like,
yeah, and we're not talking for like, oh, we're super this way because we never did this. No, we did that before. And we seen that it do not work. Yeah,
it becomes easier to let things go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I used to hold on to stuff even if it wasn't worth it because it was just, I don't know, it was just being young. But
yeah, I just feel like you think sometimes you have a different perspective on what like love is.
Yeah, and it helps you develop boundaries, I feel like.
And you find out more and more about things you don't like and you do like. Because when you don't take stuff personal, you can easily assess how you feel about it. Like when you get to the point of you know who you are and you like know how you feel about stuff. When somebody say something that don't clock you the right way, you can be like, "What was that? What did you mean by that?"
Yeah,
because
you're not going to sit and come up with all these stories in your head. Well, they could have meant this over and no, you're going to be
like,
direct.
Yeah, what did you mean by that? Yeah, like you're going to get to the bottom of it. So you're not even going to have that anxious feeling of like, oh, what do they mean by that? Oh, I'm going to just watch them, bro. Yeah. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, and I realized, I don't know, even then we was watching Jada podcast, well, Jada and Des podcast with, what's his name? Ray Monte and Andre or something.
Yeah, I think it's Dre. I'm not sure.
Whatever his name is, but they was talking about people really wanting to be your friend, but they do mean stuff to you.
Yeah.
And it's like even down to this. So like, he said he was like in the club and he had like met this guy. I guess he's like an influencer too, and he was like real nice to him or whatever. But I guess he bumped his friend by accident, and he posted like on social media like he's so rude. I met him. But then, like, once he explained to her, he's like, oh, we should go out for drinks. But it's like, you just did all of that. So it's like, even down to that, not taking that personally. Because it's like, they don't even really mean that. They just really want to be your friend.
Yeah, I've had
They don't know how to go about it.
Yeah. Like, where people just, they want to be your friend, but they don't know how to be your friend. So they kind of just be mean to you.
Girl. Yeah, and it's like, you can't even take that personally. You can't think, oh, well, oh my gosh, am I not likable? Yeah. You know you're likable.
At that point, you need to start saying, I'm so likable that these bitches hate me.
Yes.
You like me so much that you hate me because you don't know how to be my friend.
Imagine if you made yourself feel so less than every time somebody hated you or like didn't like you.
You would be in the dirt. You would literally be in the ground, head buried under the sand, not doing nothing that you want to do with your life because you're so afraid of what people are going to say about you.
Yeah.
That's a miserable place to be.
Very miserable.
That's like horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
I feel like you just gotta be yourself. And that's another thing I'm realizing too. Being yourself just makes things better because that's what I was saying, like going the extra mile, doing all these things to get people to like you, and then it's like they don't even work because it's not authentic. It's like it's just pointless. Like just be yourself and people gonna come to you.
Yeah.
And you being yourself too, I feel like also kind of like repels the people. Like I seen a thing where it was like if everybody's having, somebody said, why every time I'm having a good day, everybody having a bad day? And it was like, because you're having a good day, like you're giving off a different energy that they aren't used to. So it's like getting them like, you know,
antsy.
Yeah, like why are they acting like that? And I feel like that's how you find your people too. If every time you feeling good and the people around you was like being nasty
towards you,
it's like you hate me or you hate yourself. Better yet, you hate yourself. You don't like people who exude that confidence and can be happy with themselves and having a great day. So that makes you like, like she thinks she all that. Like, why is she so happy? Like, you ever hear somebody actually like, what are you so happy for?
Girl, all the time. People always
what do you mean? What
be like, why are you always so happy? And it's like, for me personally, I just don't care about stuff.
And that has nothing to do with you. That's all about that person and them not being able to be happy with themselves. So they have to project that onto you. Because they want you to, what is it? Misery loves company.
Yeah, they want you to be
miserable. They want you to be
or they want to be happy, but they just don't know how to be
and
happy.
think about having friends where y'all probably was like in a dark space together. You trying to get your life together, and they just start being weird to you because like they still stuck in that same place. Even down to that, you just gotta let those people go.
Yeah, you gotta let them be them.
Yeah,
and let them go as in just move on for right now, because you never know. I feel like people have to grow. Like people have to be able to grow and change to be able to move with you. So like even if you're growing right now and they're not growing, you could grow, you know, in a year. And in a year's change, they might be a totally different person. So now you can re-talk to them or re-have them in your life because they're readjusted with their life. They're on the same level, same frequency, same mindset, same everything as you.
I feel like it's okay for the moment or whenever to like just give yourself that space or give the other people that space too. Because I don't know, I just feel like it's okay to let people go that aren't on the same frequency as you. Because I feel like it just brings you down. Definitely
being your authentic self repels people. Because sometimes, like if you think about it, and I gave you this example the other day because y'all know we be talking. No. Y'all know we be talking, but for instance, right? I was telling her, I'm like, sometimes you can be scared, like when you follow certain like guys and stuff, you'll be scared to post certain things because you'll be like, I don't want him to see that and not like me, or I don't want. But it's like, if you want to post it, if you feel like that resonates with you, and if you post it, you feel like this person might not like you, maybe they're not for you. Because a person that's supposed to be for you, you're not going to be afraid to be yourself, even if it's questionable, even if what you gotta say is like the craziest, most rashest thing ever. If they don't fuck with you, they don't want to fuck with you. Yeah. Period. And that's okay. Yeah. That's literally okay. And that's another thing I want to talk about too with friendship. If you have a friend and they make you feel certain type of ways, or it's just stuff with you that it like just interrupts with you, I feel like that's also okay too to let go, because you don't want to feel bad about being yourself or doing things that you want to do, and you don't want to have them type of people in your corner that make you feel like that. Because then you won't be yourself, and now you're like just burnt out. And just, you know, you're like kind of not scared to not be yourself, but like scared to not be yourself because you don't want to lose this person. But it's okay. Like if you feel like your friend leave you out, or you know, you feel like you can't thrive around these specific type of people, it's okay to give that space. You don't have to force it, because if it's going to work out, it's going to work out. Yeah. And for me personally, I would rather you do that. Yeah. Like, if somebody felt like they couldn't be, I've had situations where I feel like if the person felt as though that I wasn't treating them the best, or that they feel as though what I was giving wasn't enough, I want you to walk away. Like for yourself. Like not even don't care about how I feel, because at the end of the day, I'm going to feel how I feel, and life still has to go on. The same way it's going to move on for everybody else. It's like I want you to do what's best for you, because I know I'm going to have to do what's best for me. Yeah. In the end. So it's like if you don't walk away and you feel how you feel, and now I start to feel the energy, I'm going to walk away. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would want you to do that for yourself. Yeah, that's so crazy, because I feel like in the beginning of our friendship, I used to do certain stuff, and it used to make me feel a type of way, and then you would like come back to me like the next 30 minutes and start talking. I'm like, I just did all of that in my head for no reason. I feel like that was like not my first time, but like me thinking back, that was like one of the times where I can remember thinking like not to take things personally, because it's like, okay, yeah, we had a little disagreement, or you probably like walked away or was being weird, trying to not talk to me for a little bit or whatever, but then when you come back, it's like it never even happened. It's like it's no point to like just dwell on that type of stuff that's so small. And that's another thing too, sometimes people just need their time. Yeah, like I used to, I had to my fault, remember what I'm saying, but I had to accept that some mornings you like to come in and not speak, and put your earphones in and put your head down. I accepted it, but at first I used to be like, why is she being weird? Why is she not saying nothing? Like she's being a weirdo. But the whole time is you're just having that type of morning. My time to myself. And I have to accept it. I can't try to force you to have energy all the time and
happy 24/7 because everybody's not like that.
Yeah, and I was about to say, for me, it's definitely I need to be in the headspace to do it. So like I have to be in the right headspace to be like talking to people and just outgoing, because I'm like can be like two different ways. Like I could be like that, or I can be completely quiet, mind my business, don't say nothing. I'm in the tuck, I'm in the back. So it's like for me it's definitely a balance, and I feel like it could be like that for all people. But people don't be trying to show it. People don't be trying to say like I need time. Like they feel like if they say that, it's the end of the world. Bro, nobody wants to talk to somebody every day of their life, because I feel like you just go through moments. Sometimes you don't want to talk. Sometimes talking is a task,
and it has nothing to do with the other person. Like, because I don't want to talk to somebody doesn't mean I think they're annoying and getting on my nerves. I don't want to be around them. I hate them. It's just I'm in my head right now probably, or I'm trying to think about something. I'm trying to clear my mind. So me talking to you is a distraction right now, and I feel like that's just you know. And acceptance is key. And I feel like you got two options: accept it and move on, or accept it and continue to deal with it in a way that you feel as though is right for you.
And that's also what this book talks about. The 4 agreements. Like, no, but that's also what
we need to link the book on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm about to. But that's also what the book talk about. It's just like acceptance. Like that's the only way that you're going to ever really be happy with yourself and everything, is if you can not take things personally and be accepting to just life and circumstance. Like and not try to fight against it. Just let it happen and flow with it like water. Like,
and definitely also to accepting things that you can't control. Like
I had to learn that a little while ago, because I'm going to say that I am controlling when it comes to stuff. I want it to go
me too
exactly like this, and the moment that it's not, it's runs. We need to close this down, shut down shop, re-strategize, because this ain't working for me. Like, you know, so it's like I definitely had to get to the point where it was like, okay, everything's not gonna go how I need it to go, but there's still a plan and we're still gonna get it to work. It just may not work this way, so we gotta be accepting to, okay, it's not gonna work this way, we gotta figure out another way. Because even for instance like this, we wanted to do a podcast, but you know, everything can't be done specifically how you want it to be done. But if I allowed that to dictate what I was going to do moving forward, we wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
Right.
Like, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, or in this headspace, feeling good, feeling energized, feeling ready to do it, if we allowed that to dictate how we were going to move forward. You can't control everything.
Except that at this moment right now we can't do it, but we can still
work towards it and
do what we want to do and work towards it. So,
and we already know that consistency is what breeds success. So it's like, as long as I show up every day for myself, for y'all, for everything in my life, it's going to be successful. It's going to work out. I have nothing to worry about.
And just give yourself space and give the people around you space. Everybody needs space. Not even just humans, animals. Everything.
Think about your cat. You didn't see your cat in 5 hours. Think about that. You didn't text them. You didn't call them. Nothing. They said, "Oh, I'm done with her right now. I need time. I need time."
Everybody take their space. So. That's the gist. That's the moral.
That's how we was feeling today. You know, like clocking, whatever.
If you guys enjoyed this video, you already know what to do.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And
we're gonna see y'all. Oh wait, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, tell us what y'all think in the comments or whatever. Or
talk to us. Stop playing.
Videos.
Talk to us. Let us know what y'all feeling. Let us know what y'all thinking. Let us know y'all opinions on this topic. Cause I like to go a little back and forth. I can do a little
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2 or 3. I'm gonna see y'all in the next episode.